Following is a presentation of Main Street Media.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome in the Mornings on Main Street, December 1st, 2021. We've made it to December, and I think this is the fastest year I can ever remember, partly because 2020 was the slowest year I could ever remember. So we're going to have a fun time today on the show. Hey, we got a big announcement coming up at 7:10 for all of us that are going to go to the Donaldson Hermitage Christmas Parade on Saturday. Coming up at 7:10, Terry Williams-Nutter from the Donaldson Hermitage Chamber of Commerce will join us, and she's going to unveil who the Grand Marshal is, and you guys are going to absolutely love it, who the Grand Marshal is of the parade. I think it's simply fantastic. 7:20, Tanya Stern from Dreams and Wishes will join us. You know, we've had her on before. She runs that great organization that grants so many wishes to kids that are sick, that are fighting cancer. She's got a special event that we want to tell you guys about coming your way this Saturday. 7:30, the world famous magician Jason Michaels will join us today. He's got some really cool things he's going to show us. And at 7:40, we have another special guest, a guy named Rob Arthur. He is the leader of Peter Frampton's band. He lives here in Nashville, in Hendersonville. He started this brand new project that's really cool. So it's all positive. It's all local. And we look forward to you riding with us to 8 o'clock this morning. Let's bring in my good buddy who works hard, the intern. There he is. Excuse me.
How's it going, Joe?
You look like Chance the Rapper.
Do I really? That's a great compliment.
You got that hat down. You got the beard / goatee working over there. Where are you now? I mean, Monday, you were in the basement. Yesterday, I'm not sure where. And then I see you again today.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say I'm making my way downtown.
That's good. You got good lighting on you today too. Are you outside? You've got like a shirt, another shirt, and a jacket on.
Did you say that because of the wildlife behind me?
Could be. Are you outside?
I'm not. No.
Okay. Well,
no, I'm inside.
Well, maybe I'll find you one day. I'm not sure exactly where you are, so I'll send out a team to get you. But you keep moving around like that, and you keep me on my toes, which is really cool.
There you go.
Have you done your Christmas shopping yet?
Not yet. I like to do it till the last minute. I figure that's a good plan. Okay. How about you?
No, gosh, no, at all. Okay, well, let's go to the headlines. You ready?
Yes.
All right, Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. Lighting of the green last night over at Lipscomb. Another fantastic picture from Larry McCormick. As it says, a joyous start to the holiday season. That's on the front page of today's Main Street Nashville, the e-edition. You also have it on the app on the phone. It's fantastic. It's up to date. It's stuff that happened in our world, in our community. And boom. And so here's a story right here. Look, we told it to you yesterday. And John Cooper, the mayor, has agreed in principle to a proposal by Bristol Motor Speedway to renovate the historic Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Under the agreement announced Tuesday, Bristol Motor Speedway would lease, manage, and operate the the city-owned property for 30 years while Metro finances a full renovation of the Speedway by issuing bonds, not James bonds. John Cooper said the proposal creates an economically viable future for our historic track. We'll have much more on that tomorrow on the show as the details are worked out about the racing that's coming back over here. All right, another story here in the paper today. Christmas tree prices are up this year. Here's why. Vivian Jones with the article. Now, 2 weeks ago, we had on a guy from the Boy Scout troop in Murfreesboro who told us this. He's like, here's what's going to happen. Here's why trees are more. And they usually have 500 trees, and this year they only have like 330 trees. Well, Vivian, with a nice article, breaks it all down of how everything's going to happen and why prices are up and what's going on. So it's much more than a supply chain issue, as you'll see from the story there. Then we call this stacking in the television news business. You go from one story that's kind of the same thing to another one. And inaugural Hermitage Christmas tree lighting is set for December 2nd at 6 p.m. Lori Everett with the story. It's taking place by the Hermitage Branch Library there. And I did not know this. This is kind of cool. The first ever Christmas tree lighting in Hermitage. Interns, you know that? You don't know that, do you?
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was the first one ever. That's
okay.
Cool.
Well, we're gonna make an appearance there too. So
let's do it. You're gonna put the
just kind of have hot cocoa and sign autographs and take pictures. Again, I love this, folks. This is the national banner from 60 years ago, from 1961. And you read the cover here, and there's a nice little story. There's a silent Santa in Nashville at work all year round. And look who wrote the story, Larry Brenton. He was at Channel 5 for many years. Actually, that's a spell over at Channel 4 too. But Larry Brenton wrote the story about the silent Santa at work year round. And again, I'm fascinated about reading this day in history, the national banner for our city, just because I'm a history buff. I think all that is really, really cool. Okay, so Nashville Predator fans, last night, if you went to the game, well, you got a nice little treat because the Nashville Predators beat Columbus 6. I'll get there. There we go. Yay, look at that. Philip Forsberg last night had 4 goals. Yes, we call that a hat trick. Forsberg put it in last night. They beat Columbus 6-0. All right, so we're going to try this real quick and show you his first goal. All right, intern, you ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right, so do that. I'll come back over here. I'll get the screen again. I tell you what, man, I am a technological wizard. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, it does.
Okay, here we go. And play.
Instead, Forsberg turns to his forehand, drives it to the net. He scores!
Do you hear that?
I do.
All right. I did it.
It's funny to me when they don't even get hype when they score.
I know. Those guys are amazing. So there we have it there. So nice. All right, we got a few more things for you real quick. Go back to the screen. So the Preds won last night 6-0. Fantastic for them. I think they play again on Thursday, I think it is. All right, real quick. So we have this. I want to show you this, intern. Another headline from the paper today as I scroll down a little bit. Here we go. Did you see this? Dr. Oz running for senator in Pennsylvania.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
My parents used to watch that show a lot.
He's planning to put his wealth to work immediately, airing the video on his playing for the commercials and ads in Pennsylvania. So good luck there, Dr. Oz. Also, I'm going to break the news to you here, intern. I am taking you to see Adele in Vegas.
No way. Stop.
Yep. You've been talking about her nonstop, so we're going to take you out there, and you're going to see Adele in Vegas.
Man, Adele's just a top of conversation for everyone.
A residency, yep. She sold 55 billion albums. All right, before we go real quick this morning, we have a lot of guests coming on. Again, the comic section in Main Street, Nashville. People read this. All right, intern, you ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right, this is a family circus playing the role of Jim Gaffigan, the dad. That's me. And then he's got red hair. The little kid's got red hair. All right. All right. So you ready for this? This will get you about smiling on this morning. Okay. Intern, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And scene. So, son, what'd you think about that play?
They shouldn't have been dropping that bread. That's littering.
And cut. Well done, buddy.
Thanks, man. I was nervous.
Well done. That's what happens when you have too much coffee on a Wednesday morning as we get off and rolling. All right, great job, intern. All right, let's take our first break. Coming back, Terry Williams Nutter from the Donaldson Hermitage Chamber of Commerce. We'll talk about the Christmas parade going on Saturday, and she's going to tell us who the Grand Marshal is, and you're going to love it. That's next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Dental coverage may be a small investment, but it has big benefits because dental coverage and preventive oral care leads to more than a healthier smile. It leads to a healthier life overall. Delta Dental makes it easy to get the care you need. With the nation's largest network, you're more likely to find or keep a dentist you love. And with comprehensive coverage and additional discounts, you'll have benefits you love too. Make a lasting investment in your oral and overall health with coverage from Delta Dental. Visit deltadentaltn.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Ryan. I'm the co-owner of Zaxby's along with Lee Oliver. This is a place that mamas and daddies can be really comfortable to send their kids to for a first job. It's a place that you can have fun, feel really good about the place that you work, get paid well, have a good time. If you want to apply, you can go to applynow.com and Zaxby's will be on there. We love it when we get some great folks here at Zaxby's.
Oh, we're off and running on Mornings on Main Street. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. Our virtual green room is filling up, so let's bring out our next guest, Miss Terry Williams Nutter from the Donaldson Hermitage Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
It's good to see you. The tree looks good behind you.
Thanks. I just finished it last night.
Yes. Well
Yay.
done. All right. Big weekend coming up.
List.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Big weekend coming up for the parade. Do we want to announce the Grand Marshal or you want to wait a few minutes?
I'm so excited about this. You were one of the first people I texted as soon as we got the okay. But this was your idea. So I just want to thank you for the great idea
ma'am.
when we were at the lighting ceremony recently for the Gaylord Opryland Country Christmas. All right, well, let's just go ahead and do that. We've got a parade on Saturday, 2 p.m., and we are so excited to announce that one of our local residents, and I did not know until you told me this, that he was local, will be joining us as our Grand Marshal, and that will be, drum roll please, from WWE superstar Sheamus.
Yes. Huge. And it's funny, if you're in the wrestling world in that area, you know, he's got like 10 million followers, extremely popular. I've met him several times. I met him at the Donaldson Kroger one day. That's how I knew he lived in Donaldson. And he couldn't have been more friendly, outstanding, loves the community, hangs out at McNamara's all the time there in Donaldson. So, Terry, I'm so glad you got him.
Yeah, I really thank you for that tip and for putting us in touch with the right people. We did have to jump through some hoops with those folks. You know, I had to go through several channels, but they were really kind and got right back to us and said, yes, he's good to go. So we are excited about that for Saturday. We've got a lot of exciting things with the parade. You know that we're the only parade in Davidson County this year.
Really?
Yes. We are the only parade in Davidson County this year. And we are accepting late entries for that very reason. There are people that want to be in a parade, but don't know that there are some parade, that we're the only one going on. So you can go to our website and you can click on register. It will show you the application and what you have to sign and fill out. I would suggest not mailing anything at this point, but you can scan it and send it back to us, or you can email us and let us know that you want to be in the parade, and we will make it happen. So we are accepting those late entries.
And we have it up on the screen for everybody right now to go to. I told you before, your website is very easy to use for somebody like me who is pretty much dumb when it comes to websites, but you've got it all there. It's perfect. And all the information laid out there. Good. Also, Terry, even without Seamus, just the fact that we're having a parade, didn't have one last year, it was going to be special. But adding him to this and to the excitement and being the only parade in Davidson County, my goodness, what a day this is going to be.
Yeah, we're excited. And as usual, every year the tradition is that the McGavock High School Band will lead off the parade. And of course, we've got some incredible sponsors that will be part of the parade. Our presenting sponsor is Gaylord Opryland's A Country Christmas, and then BNA, our airport, and Piedmont Natural Gas are our platinum sponsors. And Piedmont came to the table with something that they wanted to do that's really special that I'd like to talk about really quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
One of our former board members and also a parade organizer for the Donaldson Hermitage Christmas Parade, also was an employee with Piedmont for some time. And Steve Franciscan called me and said, can we do something that associates this man with the parade for a while? And so we came up with the Spirit of Christmas Award that will honor Steve Jared, formerly from our board and from Piedmont Natural Gas. And that will be voted day of for someone that the parade committee believes embodies the spirit of Christmas. Maybe it's their presentation of their entry. Maybe it's just the way they act around other people. But we will be voting that, and they will carry a banner in front of them in the parade, as will all of our 7 categories of parade winners.
That is fantastic. I love that. That is a great idea.
And we're going to do that. We know at least for 5 years going forward, we will honor Steve in that way.
Oh, that is fantastic. And say hello. That's a community parade, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We've got a lot going on community that day. You've already mentioned one of them. The very first tree lighting in Hermitage is at 6, but also the Donaldson tree lighting is at 4. So you can go straight from the parade to a tree lighting and another tree lighting, and Santa will be at the one in Donaldson. He'll also be at the tail end of our parade. So there's a lot you can do in the afternoon just to kick off the Christmas season.
All right, I love it. Again, so I know the parade route, but tell everybody the parade route. Is it the same as it was 2 years ago?
It is. It begins Donaldson Pike at Elm Hill Pike and continues down to Lebanon Road. And the vehicles will turn in at 50 Forward and head over to the WeGo lot. That's where they'll end.
That is perfect. And what's funny is that 2 years ago, my son had to walk it. And he's like, gosh, that's such a long walk from Elm Hill Pike all the way up there. But it goes by so fast because there's so many people waving at you and singing. It's just a good time. It really goes by quickly.
Yeah, it does. And, it's just a little over a mile. And our we want to thank our merchants and businesses along the route that allow us to shut them down for an hour and just slow their business for a little bit while people are enjoying the parade and the parade passes by.
Yeah, I think it's a great parade. It's a lot of fun. And now you got me excited that it's the only parade happening in Davidson County. And we're going to pop up the Grand Marshal of the parade, Seamus, right there. So that is simply fantastic that he's able to do that and to get involved in the community, Terry. I just think this is a win-win, awesome for everybody involved.
Yeah, we are so excited. And you probably could tell by my text yesterday when I said, we got him. I was so excited about that. And way to go, Joe. Thanks so much.
Yeah, no, it was my pleasure. I mean, I told you, I love Donaldson. That's where I live. And I think the chamber does such a fantastic job of promoting our little corner of the world and how special it is. And that parade on Saturday, if you've never been, you need to go because it's so well done, so well organized. Everybody has a good time, and it's just a lot of fun. And so it was great. And, it's great seeing you at the holiday market at the mansion 2 weeks ago. That was a fun event. I saw a lot of people there on Saturday I hadn't seen in a long time. So that's another event you guys have done, put together, where it brings the community together. So thank you.
Well, thank you. And we're not the only ones that do a great job of bringing community together and promoting and that is Main Street Media. You guys, as our media sponsor, partner with us on most of our events, and we really appreciate how you get the word out there about what we're doing, because otherwise, how would people know to even be there if you weren't talking about us? So thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you for the kind words. It's a partnership. We'll do it together. Okay, I will see you Saturday, and I'm really excited, Terry. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, Terry Williams-Nutter, she's executive director of the Donaldson Hermitage Chamber of Commerce, and Sheamus, the wrestler with 87 bazillion followers, is going to be the grand marshal in the parade. My son is over the moon excited about that, and I'm sure every kid, even girls that follow wrestling, everybody that follows wrestling is excited about that. That's going to be a lot of fun on Saturday, and the only parade in Davidson County. There you go, friends. All right, we'll come back. We'll tell you about another special event happening Saturday morning that benefits a great organization that I want you guys to be a part of, and that's coming up next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Well, I came up with the name. We threw around some ideas, but I just, some people at the beginning said that they thought cheap had a sort of negative connotation, but I didn't. I wanted it to be fun. I didn't want it to be something that was like, a Spartan lifestyle that I was promoting. I wanted it to be that you could save money, but you could still have a quality life and have a good time.
For the same reason a beagle chases rabbits, it's in my blood. I started reading newspapers, Lydia, before I could read. When I was a little kid in Crossville growing up, my mom taught me to read at about 5 years old, so I would read the Crossville Chronicle, our hometown paper, and it was so exciting I'd wait on Thursday morning for the Chronicle to arrive. I've been fascinated by newspapers all my life. Since I was 5 years old, that's all I wanted to do.
All right, welcome back. We do have something to smile about for you right now, brought to you by our good friends over at Delta Dental. And with that, let's bring in Tanya Sturm. She is the owner, executive director, whatever, of Dreams and Wishes of Tennessee. Tanya, good morning to you.
Good morning, Joe. How are you?
What is your exact title?
I just say program director, founder. I don't really like
founder. I like that. Founder is good. We'll take founder right there.
I don't really like the whole CEO thing. I don't like that title. So, I just keep it simple.
No longer. You're now the founder. Dreams and Wishes is your organization. And you've got a special event happening on Saturday, Tanya. And it's a big fundraiser for you guys. If we want to help promote it, tell us what it is.
Yeah, so we're having breakfast with Santa at the Hermitage O'Charlie's. It's going to take place from 8 to 10 a.m. If you want to, you don't have to have a reservation, but we would like for you to call ahead if you want, and that way we can make sure you get seated immediately. We're going to have Santa. We're going to have pancakes, sausage, pastries. We'll have a kids table where there's like arts and crafts and kids can write their letter to Santa. And then we will also have, I have a big box of toys that have been donated. So every kid gets to pick out a toy.
Oh, that's outstanding. Now, look, I've stopped by here in the years past, and you run such a well-organized, great event that there are so many people that show up to do this. And it raises a lot of funds for organization. And you didn't have this last year, did you?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
This is our 4th year to have it at the same O'Charlie's. They're really great to work with. They donate all of the food, and what we do is we just provide the volunteers to serve the people and clean up the tables. So
I think I came by 2 years ago when you had it, and it was packed and a fun event, and everybody's so excited. And I was telling Terry earlier in the previous segment, this year means more for some reason. What we've all been through, and we're all still going through. But this event, it means a lot to a lot of people, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it does. And there's so many kids out there. You know, not only kids that have cancer, but there's so many kids who don't really, they might not get a Christmas gift. And our gifts aren't huge, but you know, it's something. I actually met a family. I was at the thrift store the other day and I saw this mom and she had like 5 kids with her, and they were so excited just to get this dirty used toy. And so I went to my car and I got my business card and I went back and I was like, hey, if y'all want to come to breakfast, I'll pay for it. So I'm hoping that they come, because that way they can get like a clean new toy. And it was such a sweet family. So I'm sure hoping that they come on Saturday. So
I'm not going to ask you this because it's kind of personal, but I bet you do this all the time, don't you? Just you get your debit card out and buy. I've seen it before. You do that and you talk about doing it right there. I know you don't like to talk about yourself, but I just think you have a heart of gold, Tanya.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, I wasn't saying that to toot my own horn. I was just saying I met a family and I hope they come. So
yeah, I know that. You know what I tell people all the time, because I promote you as much as I can, because I see where the money goes. We've talked about this before on the show. You give money sometimes, you're not really sure, does it go to the right place that you're hoping to? And I've seen what you do with these kids who are battling cancer. You take them shopping, and I saw the kid that you bought the scooter for at the golf tournament. So I know this works. And it's palpable. I mean, you can touch it, you can feel it. It's all there. So I just hope people keep helping you out.
Well, thank you. And hey, so I'm doing a super fun wish tomorrow. I'm going down to Cleveland, Tennessee. And I don't know, you've probably seen this girl on my Facebook page, but her name is Emma. And she just found out that her cancer is literally everywhere. She found out the day before Thanksgiving. And her wish is to, she loves to bake. And so there's a lady named Claire, I can't remember her last name, but she's on YouTube and she is like Emma's hero. And so I've got it set up. And so Emma's going to New York next week to meet Claire. So we're going to surprise her in Cleveland tomorrow to let her know. So that'll be on our Facebook page. Everybody should watch for that. It's going to be super emotional, I'm sure, because this is, she's just going to get so excited. And I was worried when I found out that she went on hospice Monday that she wouldn't make the trip. But I talked to her doctor yesterday and she's going to make it. And it's going to be exciting.
What's your Facebook page so people can know?
It's Dreams and Wishes of TN.
And the website is dreamsandwishesoftn.org, correct?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you, and I've asked you this before, how do you do this, Tanya? I mean, how do you, because oftentimes, and I hate it, the end result is these kids pass away. I don't know how you do this.
Yeah, well, I just think about how happy we make these kids. Just like tomorrow, I know that Emma has a bad prognosis and she's not going to survive, but just how happy she's going to be tomorrow and how happy she's going to be in New York when she gets to meet Claire, that's just the motivation, to be honest.
We go back to the one that you had 2 years ago, the young man that
Colton
wanted his steak dinner, and he was so exhausted from chemo and medicine that he fell asleep at dinner and didn't get to eat his steak, and then he passed away. And I always got, whenever I have a bad day, I think about that kid and his family, and I didn't even know the kid, and my heart breaks for the family.
Yeah, Colton, that's who that was. Yep, sweet family.
All right, so let's get some in on a positive. Again, plug the event on Saturday.
Yes, Saturday, O'Charlie's in Hermitage from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Adults are $12 because this is a fundraiser. So adults are $12, kids are $5, kids 3 and under are free. And it's, I mean, you know, it's not like something that people just come in, eat, and leave. So they hang out. There's lots for kids to do. See Santa. You get a professional photograph from Santa that will email you. So it's lots of fun.
Fantastic. Tanya, you know, I think the world of you. Thank you for all you do. And again, we'll continue promoting you. As long as I'm doing this show, we'll continue bringing you on and spreading the good cheer and what you do. So thank you.
Thank you. Oh, can I say one more thing?
Sure.
We have an online auction. It ends Friday, and it's called Dreams and Wishes Online Auction. It's on Facebook. We have lots of really cool stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, it ends Friday at 2:00.
All right, plug the website again.
It's on Facebook, and the Facebook page is Dreams and Wishes Online Auction.
Got it. We'll continue promoting that. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day. Tanya Stern from Dreams and Wishes of Tennessee. Again, dreamsandwishesoftn.org is the website. Help them out if you can, because she does some amazing work. All right, we'll take a break, come back to the other side. It's all about magic. That's next.
Every year, it costs Tennessee more than $15 million to clean up roadside litter. It's time to keep your trash to yourself and our roadways clear, because nobody trashes Tennessee.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good. I thought it was good.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal. It was no big deal.
Hey. I can hold my liquor. I thought I could hold my liquor.
Is your roof in need of repairs? Maybe it's time for a full roof replacement. If so, choose Middle Tennessee's #1 rated roofer. Timley Roofing has provided the Nashville area with outstanding residential and commercial services for nearly 2 decades. And with hundreds of 5-star reviews, Timley Roofing has satisfied thousands of homeowners. To schedule a free and honest estimate, find us online at timleyroofing.com.
All right, welcome back to the show. Another very special guest for you. Let's bring in Jason Michaels, a magician. I've known him for a long time. He is simply fantastic. Don't try to figure out what he does, because you'll go crazy. Jason, good morning, buddy.
Hey, Joe. Good morning. How are you?
Reading the review. We had you on a few weeks ago. I was reading the reviews of the show you had downtown Nashville, sold out event. My goodness, you had people literally scratching their head. Is that what you want when people leave your show?
You know, it's a couple of things, actually. So, I mean, as a professional magician, I thrive on giving people this moment where they, you know, it's kind of you can't be explained is the goal. We want them to feel magic in their mind, their heart, and in their soul. Like, that's the goal. But yes, I mean, there's also another side where I want it to be an inspiring show. Like, I want them, because at the end of the day, I know that life for a lot of us can be difficult with challenges and things that are just day-to-day difficulties. And I think that when you go see a show, any type of entertainment, it's an escape. And I want the folks to escape and walk away feeling inspired. Like there's like magic, you know, touches our hearts, and it touches like that inner child. So that's part of the goal is a maze. Part of the goal is what have them walk away inspired and thinking about just how amazing the world really is.
And your shows are intimate. I mean, you've done shows in big, huge auditoriums and concert halls, but I do something special about an intimate show when you're literally 5 feet from me and I can see what's going on, because that makes it all the more special and all the more confusing for somebody like me in the audience at what you're doing.
No, it's true. The front row, you're not kidding. 5 feet. I mean, they're literally that close to me, and even in the back row is maybe 25 feet. They're not far at all. I mean, even if you're sitting in the very back row, you're still closer than if you were sitting in a big giant performing arts center and sitting on the second row. So, yeah, I for the type of show that, so you mentioned I've done all different size shows. This is a very intimate show in the fact that you're seeing sleight of hand magic, and then you're seeing like different types of like what magicians call parlor magic. And that simply means it's the kind of magic that 100 years ago or so, it was performed in someone's home for a small group of people. It was high society. And so this is the type of show that the only 30 people fit in the room, and everybody participates at some point in the show. A lot of people get to participate directly, but then everybody participates from their seat in some way, shape, or form.
So we've got it on the screen next to you right there where your next shows are. You get one Saturday, the 4th, the 11th, a special Friday night show on the 17th at the filming station. It's in downtown Nashville. There's information in the website. And this has got, I mean, just seeing the pictures, and I know that place well, and the intimacy of it and what you're doing in there. I mean, this is a must do, I think. And I've known you a while and I love what you do, but and I've seen your show and it's fantastic. But people got to go see this, Jason, because it's an escape from reality.
So let me tell you what I'm most proud of. I ask people at the show, I say, if the show has been worthy of your time, if it's been worthy of, you know, of the money that you spent on the ticket, and you feel as though other people would enjoy it, would you be willing to review the show? And that's pretty much where it goes. And then what is so cool about it is I've received, in the last several weeks we've been doing this, I've received 13 different reviews on Google, and every single one of them has been 5 stars. There hasn't been anything less than a 5-star review, and people are leaving wonderful, wonderful comments about, you know, very funny comment was just left on Monday from the Saturday night show, and the lady said, considering it was a magic show, I kind of had set a low bar. She bought tickets for her husband who loves magic. She said, I kind of wasn't expecting a lot, but then she went on to say something along the lines of, when I left, I felt as though I had seen something really special. And that to me was like, oh, that's the best that you can get. It doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's what I tell people about my show in the morning. Like, I got a really low bar. And hopefully we can get you smiling or something. Now, I don't mean to put you on the spot. Are you able to do any magic now?
Oh, like through the screen? That's okay. You know what? Yes, I can try to do something for you. So I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want to say, and now you get to pick here.
Okay.
Because I'm in my office and I have a few things sitting around. We can either do something visual, like an illusion, like the type of thing that you would like make the Statue of Liberty disappear, but like in my office, which I don't have the Statue of Liberty. Or I can do something interactive with you. So you and I are going to do the magic together. Pick your poison.
I'd like to see things disappear.
Okay, well, okay. It's not quite disappear, but it is visual. Check this out. This is cool. I'm gonna bring this little stack of books over here. I have a couple of playing cards here, a face card and a number card. And I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna set this aside. I'm gonna take the number card. I'm just gonna fold it so that it's folded like so. And then I'm gonna take the face card and I'm gonna fold it like this. So I tell you what, let me change it up just a little bit. I'm going to fold this inside out so it's easier to see. Okay, so here's our situation. We've got one card folded inside out, one card folded outside in. One is literally upside down. So check this out. So you can see the jack. In fact, it's easier to see. Maybe I should have done it the other way. Watch, you'll see it like this. There's the jack, the face of the jack. This is an illusion. This is not sleight of hand. I simply push it through the other card, and little by little, it turns itself over. Now it's actually turning itself over on both sides. It really is. We'll send it back through. Just like this, we'll do it quicker. Boom, it happens again, like I said, on both sides. Now, what is crazy about this, Joe, this is the thing that blows people's mind. You're watching it. You're seeing everything. You can see it. I'm going to stop it halfway so that it's half in one direction, half in the other direction. In fact, I'll take it completely out. You can see it turning over on top of itself. It's not even inside. There's not even hidden. But we'll stop it completely, literally trap it half in one direction, half in the other. So this is what it looks like. And if I just go like this, I can stop it. I'll literally, you know what? Here, let me do it. I'll tell you what. I'll just take it out of the pack, out of the other card, and you can see that it's literally turned itself over half in one direction, half in the other direction. A visual illusion. Maybe not making something vanish, but still pretty cool.
I watched that more intense than I did the Zapruder film. I was looking to see what's going. That is unbelievable. Oh my gosh.
You know what though? That's the feeling. I actually talk about this in the beginning of the show. I say our goal here is for each and every person to have a moment of amazement and wonder and awe. And after I do the very first trick, I say, you know, I do something. I don't want to give exactly up what I do, but I do something, and usually the people in the front row freak out. And I say, okay, there it was. There it was, right there. You just had the moment. We're done now. We can stop.
I'm glad I don't drink because that is unbelievable. All right, so you got a show this Saturday, the filming station, and the website here I've got mysteriesandillusions.com.
The name of the show is mysteriesandillusions.com, completely spelled out. Hey, I'll tell you what I did, and I didn't mention this, I should have, but when we talked about me coming on the show, I got an email yesterday, and I was like, ooh, I'm going to create a Big Joe coupon code. It's a promo code. So if anybody comes to the show either this weekend or next weekend, they go buy tickets. When you go to purchase the tickets, there's an area that says promo code. And if you put in the word Big Joe, just one word, the two words, but it's just one together, Big Joe, then you get 20% off the tickets.
Oh, all right.
I'm coming. That's a pretty good, yeah. Exactly, Big Joe.
We're going to come see. I'm going to bring my boy to see this because he would lose his mind. So we'll do this. Jason, thank you. We'll have you on again soon to do another trick for us. And just consider yourself a regular on Mornings on Main Street.
I'm in 100%.
Oh, man, you're fascinating. I think the world of you, my brother. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.
Take care. Have a good one.
Jason Michaels, magician. Go see at the filming station. I promise you, it's an awesome night out. He does a fantastic job. All right, we'll come back. We'll take a break. On the other side, another guy that I met recently. He's got a great story, and his backstory is fantastic. What he's doing now is unbelievable. And his boss is somebody that we all know. And we'll tell you who that is. That's next.
When they first came in, one of the things we put in is if you walk around the concourse, you'll see there's an area that's a Delta Dental Kids Zone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been there pretty much since the Preds opened for business. And so that's one of the things. But, you know, if you look at, in our case, how do we match up with charities that have value across the state? And then the other thing is how do we match up with partners that are true community partners? And if you look at what the Preds give back to the community and the things they do for kids all over, how do you match up with a better partner in the national area than the Preds? I mean, it's hard to beat them, really. And entertainment-wise, it's hard to beat them just showing up to the game. I mean, it's almost an assault on your senses. It's Vegas and everything else rolled into one with lights and cameras and everything going. So,
but you've got such a good partnership with them that when I think of the Preds, I almost think of Delta Dental because of everything you guys do with them.
Yeah, we would love to know that that's the way people think. If everybody walks walks through the door thinks, well, who is their partner? First partner I want to think of is Delta Dental.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. The intern and I are still trying to figure out what we just saw at Jason Michaels because that just blew our mind. So we're going to have to get Jason on more and more. It's fun. It's good. It's exciting stuff, man. We love it. All right, let's bring in our next guest. His name is Rob Arthur, musician, painter, everything, talented. He is the band director for Peter Frampton. Rob, good morning to you.
Hey, man. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. Thanks for doing this today. I really appreciate it. We're just on your website. All right, so let's talk about your day job, right, with Peter?
Yeah. You want me to talk about my day job has been for the last 16 years. I've been his band director, his band leader, keyboard player, whatever. Ooh, baby, I love your way. That thing, right? I play that part. And, but he's been an unbelievable boss, and we've traveled the whole world together, U.S. all over everywhere, and I've met a lot of people through classic rock thanks to Peter Frampton.
So now you've settled in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Yep. Where are you from?
I'm from Minnesota originally. Grew up in Minneapolis, the land of Prince, and everybody was a funkster. We were all doing the funk music, but studied jazz. Went to the University of Minnesota, moved to New York, and kind of got in touch with all those folks, like the David Letterman crew, those musicians. And I had a really great time in my 30s in New York, and kind of that took me to these places where I've met people like Peter Frampton, that kind of thing.
All right, so now with COVID, you kind of pivoted a little bit last year. We got your website up here, and you're doing some incredible painting and waterworks. I wish I was 1% as talented as you are, Rob.
I think you've got plenty of talent in your little finger. I'm going to just go back. I'm going to disagree with you right there, but thank you. Yeah, I mean, over the years, I realized when I'm on, I've always loved to draw. I've always wanted to learn how to paint. And when you're traveling all the time, watercolors is a great medium because it packs up real light. You got just a little bunch of paints. You use a little water. You get your little pad. It all fits in your briefcase. Done. You can go. So kind of as I've traveled the world as a touring musician, I've worked on my painting, and now they're I got sort of good,
Sort of good. I mean, Rob, look at this. Your website, robarthur.com, and I look at these paintings. I mean, Rob, this is not sort of good, my friend. Look at this.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the Beatles was one of the last tours. I just my wife said, "You are obsessed with the Beatles, and you've never painted the Beatles." I said, "Oh, good idea." So that summer I painted all 4 Beatles, and then that was so fun. And I just, there's all kinds of messages in these paintings from me to whoever wants to look at them. Like that's my favorite era. Sgt. Pepper, I loved their hair at that time. They all had cool hair. That was the coolest hair time. So I wanted to get that on, it's like, so I did all 4 Beatles during the Sgt. Pepper era. And, they kind of fit together. They fit on a T-shirt. I've made T-shirts with those and everything. You can get on my website, And you can buy prints of my paintings too if you want.
Well, I mean, look at the picture that you painted of Ringo. I mean, It's a simple, even if you're not a Beatle, you know who this picture is. And the fact that you've got the hand in motion, I can almost see Ringo playing this.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
There's other artists or painter musicians out there. There's a really good friend of mine, Michael Cardelloni, who's the drummer for Leonard Skinner. He and I are good buddies, and we've been doing. He's really great. He sells his art through a gallery, and he does a lot of kind of what he wants to do. Like I do a lot of Venice. I love traveling to Venice, Italy, and I've done a lot of Venice paintings. And I do a lot of portraiture. I don't know why, but that's what I like to do. And but he does all kinds of things, portraiture, and then he does a lot of drum theme stuff. And
So anyways, there's a few of us out there that are doing this music art thing,
Right. Well, let me ask you this picture here of Venice,
Yeah.
do you take a still picture and then have it for reference, or is it all in your mind? Is that where your reference is?
Well, one of the things about Venice is I like to sit there and do it. Like I'm sitting on a chair on this one and just do it right there. Like it's called en plein air. It's a French term, where you just sit there and you capture, just like Monet's, with your palette and just do it, and that's it. So that's like some of the Venice ones are done that way. And then, yes, I do take pictures and then paint off of pictures. Like, obviously, Frank Sinatra didn't sit for me. So,
But if he did, my God, you got a story there, Rob.
Wouldn't that be something? Sammy, come on, these are the cats, man.
Yeah,
So
this is just an amazing thing. How did you discover your talent? I mean, I know playing with Mr. Frampton there and everything, but how did you discover your talent for painting?
I just always liked to do it, and my mother was really good at both. She's kind of where I started everything. She taught me piano, and she kind of taught me drawing. She was good at all kinds of things. So I guess I'm kind of like my mom, where I just like to do lots of things. And, and I just learned, book read, learned how to draw. The basis of every painting is drawing skills. You have to render things correctly. And then I love color, so I found this medium that I can travel with easily,
We got the picture of you and Peter Frampton up there. How did you become involved with Peter Frampton?
I was living in New York, playing with a band called Five for Fighting, and we had a hit called 100 Years at the time. It was a big hit, and just got a call because I knew a guy. Well, first of all, Peter's longtime keyboard player that was on Frampton Comes Alive, Bob Mayo, had just passed away, unfortunately, and so one of Bob's friends is a guy named Mark Rivera, who plays with Ringo, and I worked with in New York when I lived there. And Mark says, Peter needs to meet you. You guys need to meet each other. So that was arranged, where I sat in with Peter. I kind of did an audition, and it worked, So that was a long time ago, 16
And
years.
then, with the pandemic, a lot of the touring stopped and everything. Is this when you're really focused on your artwork, or were you already doing it?
This is a good question, because what happened here was just before the pandemic hit, and unbeknownst to me, I was preparing for a third career, which was filming and like being a photographer, videographer. And one of my goals on the road was to document what it's like to be a touring musician. And I was kind of in the middle of developing my own series of, like on the road stories with Rob Arthur was what I was going to call it. And as I was doing it, Peter was noticing, hey, what are you doing with these cameras? On off days, I'd get on the tour bus and make up these little movies, and kind of learn it. And he liked it, so he started using me as his promo guy. Like, oh, I like the look of your stuff. So all of his stuff, like, hey, I'm coming to your town, all the promo social media videos I started to do. We ended up, because he and I are so tight, we ended up just having so much fun with it. So we kind of formed this film company together, and it's just weird. So then during the pandemic, I was getting calls from other classic rock bands. I did 5 Doobie Brother videos for them as a director, and kind of taught people how to pivot during COVID. I was pivoting, and I was teaching everybody else, let's figure out how to do this, So it was a good COVID was kind of a blessing for me, luckily,
And I've heard that from other people too, Rob, because it forced them to do things they've always wanted to do, and now they had no excuse, had to go out and do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you're that guy. I mean, you're a do everything kind of guy. So that's, you didn't flinch with COVID. It's like, okay, I'll figure this out,
Well, that's the thing. We were talking yesterday, like I got the guitar behind me. I always want to play guitar. I'm on a couch. It's April of 2020.
Yeah.
I pick up the guitar and start playing. And now, I mean, I'm not great, but I know about 50 songs, where 2 years ago, I didn't know 50 songs.
Listen, if you know CGD, you got about 90% of music right there,
Yes,
So
I do. I want to ask you this
not
too.
that far away from, from zero to I can play guitar. You're right.
Yeah,
You did it.
maybe now that I've got an in with Peter Frampton, I could be an opening act. So you never know. I want to ask you this though, Rob, and I might have asked you earlier, but I've been so enthralled with what you're doing. Why Hendersonville?
My wife and I were living in California, and her kids live in kind of New York and Miami, and we had tried to move there for some career reasons. She couldn't stand living that far away from her children, so we were going to move back to Florida where she was from, but it kind of made more sense for me to work because I work a lot here. And so we picked Nashville, got all our stuff here, and man, you know, Hendersonville just kind of made sense for us. We love this house that we're in. I've got this great basement that's, you know, I hate the word man cave, but it's my workspace, you know. I got everything down here, you know, so it's awesome. And I like the community. We ended up really liking the community. I didn't know much about it, but we've been here 5 years. I love it. So
I also admire the fact that we met you and Main Street Media had a big event in Hendersonville with the Chamber of Commerce out there. And you showed up that day and started talking. And I see you talking to a lot of people. You met a lot of people that day that you had not known before.
That's true. I mean, well, this is part of this is I'm, you know, really launching my my commercial photography business right now. And this is what I'm saying. It's like pandemic kind of led me this way. And now instead of just trying to do videos for bands, I just thought, you know what? I love this work, and I'm going to go out and kind of meet the community as a photographer and see what folks need and want, you know. So you can watch my videos on my website. You can see all the Dubin Brothers videos, the Frampton videos and all that stuff. And then I love photography and I love it all. So I figured, listen, I'm going to see who needs this stuff and just kind of be that guy in this town, you know.
And the next thing you know, you're on Mornings on Main Street.
That's right, man.
Fantastic. All right, Rob, we will keep the website, robarthur.com. We'll keep promoting you. We'll have you on again soon, talk about more of the great things that you're doing. Man, I'm so glad I got to meet you, and I'm so honored you're on the show today, Rob. Thank you, buddy.
Likewise, man. Thank you, Joe.
All right, Rob Arthur, band leader for Peter Frampton, robarthur.com. Go to that website because I was on it last night. There's so much information, so many cool things on there and what he does. Another reason why Middle Tennessee, I think, is the best spot, not only in America, my friends, but in the world. We'll come back. Celebrity birthdays next.
Talking Trash, the show that's going to end littering. Brought to you by Nobody Trashes Tennessee. How was that? That fast part, the end felt rushed. I'm going to do it one more time, Claire. Talking Trash, the show that's going to end littering. Brought to you by Nobody Trashes Tennessee. Ooh, how was that? Claire, that sound about right? It felt good to me. She feels me. Nobody trashes Tennessee on my watch.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour. It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
You really good try.
There aren't any cops around.
I didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to hang on, okay? Cover your hands, sir. You are right now. Now.
Hey, final segment of Celebrity Birthdays. Really, thanks to all our guests today. Terry Williams, Nunner, Donaldson Hermit's Chamber of Commerce, Tanya Sturm, Dreams and Wishes, Jason Michaels, magician, the amazingly talented Rob Arthur, who's made his home here in Middle Tennessee. Fantastic. Thank you guys for coming on the show today. All local, all positive. We like to do that every day. All right, intern, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, Celebrity Birthdays. Let's go. Bette Midler. How old is Bette Midler?
58.
58. She's 76.
Yeah,
okay.
Lightning round.
She discovered Barry Manilow, by the way. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah.
Comedian Sarah Silverman.
38.
She is 51.
Wow, really?
You're way off today. Oh, it's good. All right, Zoe Kravitz, the daughter of Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet.
42.
33, man. Actor, director Woody Allen.
78.
It's 86.
Wrong again.
Yep. Here we go. All right, drummer John Densmore of The Doors. Remember, deductive reasoning.
Right. Okay. It's hard. The Doors, let's say 64.
77. Singer Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Don't know who. Do you have a song for me?
Da-na-na-na-na-na. My mother, God rest her soul, 65 years old.
Around 65 years old.
No, he's 75.
Oh, I thought you were jumping me ahead.
Mom. Actor Charlene Tilton from Dallas. She was married to Johnny Lee, who sang "Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places."
Okay, 73.
63. You have not got a single one today. Oh, we got one. All right, actor David Hornsby from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You like that show?
Which character is that?
He's David Hornsby.
Right. 44.
46. Well done. Singer Matt Kearney, who lives here in Nashville.
I like his music. Let's say 39.
43. Got one. All right, so last one. Singer Tyler Joseph of 21 Pilots.
31.
33. Fantastic. You ended good. I'm not even going to give you Lee Trevino, PGA golfer. Take a stab at it.
Yeah, I'll say 81.
82. Yeah, my man. Yes. Well done. Finished with 3 strong there. You got Lee Trevino. Well done, intern. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
See y'all.
All right. Again, what a great show today. We really appreciate everybody watching. The show's up all day long on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Go back and check all the information out. Really cool. We'll leave you with this as we do every morning. Be nice to people. Let people in traffic open doors. Don't talk about your CrossFit workout. And always remember, nobody ever went broke by giving. We'll see you tomorrow.